I'm this year's Turner Fenton DECA president.
Hi, my name is Pranjit Gandhi and I'm the vice president for this year.
And on behalf of the entire chapter, we'd like to thank you for helping us run our first mock competition. We've never run an event to this scale at Turner Fenton. It would definitely not be possible without your help, so thank you once again.
Yes, of course, we really appreciate it. And let's just get right into it. So your responsibility on December 13th will be to judge cases that the students present. Each teacher will be in charge of judging 3 different events, so essentially 3 different cases. In this email, we have attached each case pertaining to each teacher. We would really appreciate it if you could open the files and read the cases and become familiar with the content. When you open up the file, each file will have a couple of things in it. First of all, there'll be the judge scenario. Essentially, this outlines the entire scenario, and we would really appreciate it if you could be familiar with this scenario. There'll also be something called the performance indicators, or the PIs. Essentially, the PI is the criteria that guides the presentation. So the students will be using these PIs and focusing the case around them. Your responsibility will be to judge how well they answer the case, as well as some other soft skills such as creativity and dress.
So in terms of criteria, we've attached a Google form along with the case study in the email. The Google form will break down each of the criteria into the appropriate points. Business acumen makes up 20 of the points, so it's the largest criteria, and that's where you'll be gauging how well the PIs are applied to the case. We've included some benchmarks for how many points can be assigned based on how well the PIs were covered. So underneath each criteria, you can refer to the description of the criteria and then use your professional judgment to gauge how many points will be allotted to the student. For team events, 2 students will be presenting to you. However, only 1 Google form needs to be filled out. We ask that you include both of the students' names for future reference.
Afterwards, if there is time left in the 10-minute slot, there will also be questions in this file attached. The questions are essentially used to increase the marks or to gauge if the student really understands the entire case. So we recommend that you do ask the questions after they're done, and students are told to leave time in order to have these questions asked.
The answers to the questions can be used to bump students down or up in all of the criteria above. There's also an additional comment section in the Google form. Feel free to use that if you feel that the case didn't cover everything that you would have liked the student to receive as feedback. If you don't have feedback, that's perfectly fine. You can leave that section empty.
Yeah. And we recommend that you do dress up in business casual, and there will be devices provided in case you can't bring one to competition on December 13th.
So thank you once again for your help, and we look forward to seeing you on Tuesday. If you have any additional questions, feel free to approach any of the executives or email us at our email address, and we'd love to address your concerns. Thank you.